First time in a while that you've heard it's a game week. Do you kind of switch into a different mode for the next few months?
Oh, it's exciting. You know, I'm the head coach at Arkansas. It's exciting. And, you know, this year's a little bit different because we have a lot of players that the state hasn't seen and we haven't seen on a Saturday. You know, we certainly have seen them in practice and scrimmages. So it is exciting to see what we have. And, you know, as anything in football, you have guys on a Saturday that are better than what they were in practice, and then sometimes you find out they're not quite as good. We want to see all the ones that are better and think that we will because we have an older veteran team.
I know this is still an important week ahead of you, but how would you just judge how this year's camp went looking back?
Oh, I thought it went really well. I really did. We got out of there healthy for the most part, and very physical camp. And we found out, you know, Trey had a good question opening up. We found out what we wanted to find out. And, you know, there's one thing about you think you know something and then you know something. And I think that's what camp's for. A lot of times spring ball's for that. But I feel like we know our team and we know what we have. Know where to go when someone's tired, and know who to put in. Know, you know, I think our quarterback's confident in what he has out there. I think each level's confident in the leader, and so I feel really good about it.
Are you guys going to do captains game by game again this season like you did last year? And did you like that last year?
We're going to have permanent captains, and the kids have already voted on those, okay? And except for one. And we still have one left that we're going to vote on this week. But will we have other guys than that? Possibly, yeah.
What specifically would you like to see out of Talon this week?
I want him to let it fly. I want him to be as confident in himself as we are. I want him to go out and run the team. That's the expectation. That's what he will do. I just want him to have great success running the offense, whatever Bobby asks him to do, and I know he will. I mean, I have a lot of confidence in him. I want him to go play worry-free and let it fly. And I think that's what he'll do.
Without getting too much into the weeds, what is it specifically that a Marion does so well that other than just size and athletic ability, that allows him to move around on the offensive line as much as you can?
He's an excellent run blocker. I mean, he is. He seems to be in fit. He can bend really well. He's quick. And really has good hands. So he's a good offensive lineman. I'm not for sure that he's the only one, but if you're looking back in his history, he's played several different positions for us. And so that gives us a confidence that he can move and have success. But you said other than his size and his length, that would be the answer there. And, of course, you have to be smart to be able to play different. It's hard. It's easier to go from right tackle to right guard. It's hard to go from right tackle to left tackle. It just is. There's a totally different technique used for that. But he can do that. I would say he's probably a pretty good athlete. Is probably why he can do that, and he's smart.
I know you talked about the receivers earlier a little bit, but Jaylen Brown is kind of a guy that maybe flew under the radar for us in camp. What did you see from him that really got y'all? I mean, he's listed as a starter, confident in him.
Speed. He's fast. And, you know, I can throw Andy Jean in that category as well. But he runs good routes, but he's fast. And you know, it's hard to cover speed at times. You know, if you don't have it, it's real hard. And so to answer your question, just his speed.
A little bit of a follow-up on Talon. probably hard to really judge, ball security and limiting turnovers, just given, what's around the cornerback in camp. But what have you seen in that regard, even, something as simple as how he's going through his progressions?
Well, he's been really good at taking care of the football as far as throwing it. He's made good decisions there. And, a lot of that has to do with getting better protection, as well. A lot of it has to do with wide receivers catching the football, not tipping the football, because those turn into turnovers. And a lot of times it looks like it's the quarterback. Well, you had a guy in the hands and it's tipped and they intercept it, probably should have caught the ball. So getting a little bit more security around him there. But, in the pocket it's hard. Bobby works on it all the time because we have a turnover drill circuit. And so Bobby works on protecting the football along with everybody on the team. But, you don't hit the quarterback, so those are things that certainly you have to have two hands on the ball when the pocket gets closed in on you and those things, and we've worked hard on that.
You said, we want to play to our standard. I'm sure it's an annual question, but your message to everybody on staff, your players, the state, about what that standard is.
Well, we just have to be smart, and I want to see a fast, tough team. I want to see a team that plays hard. I want to see a team that if you go who played the hardest, I don't know what the score is, but who played the hardest, I want it to be the Hogs. That's a reflection of our team and our coaching staff, and to be honest with you, a reflection of our state of a lot of hard-working people. And that's what we want to be. We want to be smart to begin with, and then after that, we want to roll that ball out there and let's go play the hell out of the game. And that's what we've got to see, and we've got to be consistent doing that. And I believe that we will.
You mentioned some of the cover zero, a lot of blitzing from Alabama A&M defensively on the opposite side of the football. What have you seen from them on offense that your defense is going to have to be focused on this weekend?
They like to throw the deep ball. They're an RPO team, but they throw it deep. They've got a good quarterback, Cornelius Brown, and he can sling it. He's big and he can sling it. And but we've got to stop the stretch play. I mean, we have to. They like to run it, like to run inside zone as well. But the things probably the most concerning would be the deep threat, their RPO game, and we have to stop the stretch.